Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of Eco Talks. I am Muhammad Azam Khan, Echowala, and this is the space where we talk about real topics that can truly change your life from tech to personal growth. The topic we are exploring today is close to my heart and extremely important for anyone working with teams or leading people. The importance of empathy in leadership and teamwork. Empathy isn't just a soft skill, it's the secret ingredient that builds trust, improves communication, and makes teams truly successful. Today, we will discuss this topic with ChatGPT, our guest for this episode, who always shares very useful tips and knowledge. Let's hear what ChatGPT has to say. So, let's go and ask some questions that can add more value to our understanding. Hello, ChatGPT. Today, me and my audience are excited to learn useful and fresh insights on the importance of empathy in leadership and teamwork. You are our expert guest, and we would love for you to guide us with tips that can help leaders and teams grow stronger.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to dive into this topic. Empathy in leadership really helps build trust, improve communication, and foster a positive team culture. I'd love to share some practical tips and insights with you and your audience.
Okay, how do you define empathy in simple words?
In simple terms, empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and seeing things from their perspective, which helps in building a deeper connection and trust.
Okay, why do you think empathy is such an important quality for a good leader?
Empathy is crucial for leaders because it helps them connect with their team on a human level. When leaders genuinely understand their team's concerns and feelings, it fosters trust and loyalty. It also promotes a supportive environment where team members feel valued and heard, which can lead to higher morale, better collaboration, and overall improved performance.
Can you share a moment when empathy helped solve a tough situation?
Absolutely. One classic example is when a leader noticed that a team member was struggling with their workload and seemed a bit down. Instead of just assigning more tasks, the leader took the time to have an open and empathetic conversation. It turned out that the team member was dealing with some personal issues. By understanding and showing support, the leader was able to adjust their workload and offer some flexibility. This not only helped the team member feel valued, but also boosted their productivity and morale in the long run.
Okay, can you tell us why is empathy considered a critical skill in leadership?
Absolutely. Empathy is considered critical because it directly influences how leaders connect with their teams. It helps in understanding the needs, motivations, and challenges of team members. This understanding leads to more effective communication, better conflict resolution, and a more inclusive and positive work culture. Ultimately, empathetic leaders are more likely to inspire loyalty, engagement, and productivity, which is why it's such a valued skill.
Can you tell us any example of a leader who have uh, uh, this skill, that empathy skill?
One well-known example is Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft. When he took over, he transformed the company culture by emphasizing empathy. He encouraged leaders and employees to really understand their customers' needs and each other's perspectives. This empathetic approach not only boosted employee morale, but also led to innovative products and a significant turnaround for the company.
Okay. Can you tell us that how can a leader balance empathy with tough decision making?
That's a great question. Balancing empathy with tough decision making is all about maintaining transparency and respect. A leader can show empathy by actively listening to concerns and considering the impact of decisions on people, while also being clear about the reasons behind those decisions. It's about being firm yet compassionate, ensuring that the team understands that decisions are made with their best interests in mind. It's definitely a delicate balance, but it's achievable with open communication and integrity.
Hmm. Okay, can you tell us in what ways does empathy improve motivation and productivity in team?
Absolutely. When team members feel understood and valued, they're more motivated to contribute their best work. Empathy also fosters a sense of psychological safety, where people feel comfortable sharing ideas and taking risks. This leads to more creativity and collaboration, which in turn boosts productivity. Plus, when people know their leader cares about their well-being, we tend to be more engaged and committed to the team's goals.
Uh, do, uh, uh, can I know that is there any negative effects can happen if a leader lacks empathy?
Definitely, a lack of empathy can lead to several negative effects. For instance, team members might feel undervalued or unheard, which can decrease morale and increase turnover. It can also create a disconnect, leading to poor communication and misunderstandings. Without empathy, a leader might struggle to build trust, and this can stifle collaboration and innovation. Ultimately, can create a less supportive and more stressful work environment, which is definitely not ideal.
How can empathy can uh, decrease morale?
Empathy itself doesn't decrease morale. In fact, it usually boosts it. However, if a leader lacks empathy, it can definitely have the opposite effect on morale. When people feel that their concerns or emotions aren't acknowledged, it can lead to frustration and disengagement. Over time, this lack of understanding and support can make team members feel undervalued, which can definitely lower morale. So it's all about ensuring that empathy is present to keep that morale high.
Do you think that empathy can improve trust, communication, and collaboration in teamwork?
Absolutely, yes. Empathy is a cornerstone for building trust because when team members feel understood and respected, they're more likely to open up and share their thoughts. That openness naturally improves communication, and when communication is strong, collaboration follows because everyone feels more connected and valued. So, empathy definitely plays a huge role in creating a cohesive and effective team.
Do you think that it can help resolve conflicts within a team, that empathy thing?
Absolutely. Empathy is a fantastic tool for conflict resolution. When team members and leaders genuinely try to understand each other's perspectives and emotions, it helps to de escalate tension and find common ground. It creates a safe space for open dialogue where people feel heard and respected, making it much easier to resolve disagreements and build stronger relationships.
Mm-hmm. What is the connection between emotional intelligence and empathy?
Emotional intelligence and empathy are closely linked because emotional intelligence is essentially the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others. Empathy is a key component of emotional intelligence because it involves tuning into other people's emotions and perspectives. Essentially, having high emotional intelligence makes it easier to be empathetic, and being empathetic in turn enhances your emotional intelligence. It's a bit of a positive cycle.
Do you think that empathy is a component of uh, emotional intelligence?
Absolutely, yes. Empathy is often considered one of the core components of emotional intelligence. It helps you understand and resonate with the emotions of others, which is crucial for building strong relationships and effective communication. So empathy definitely plays a vital role in the overall framework of emotional intelligence.
Can you please explain that? How can empathy works to collaborate teams?
Absolutely. Empathy helps collaboration by creating an environment where team members feel understood or respected. When people are empathetic, they listen actively, appreciate diverse perspectives, and are more willing to compromise and support each other. This leads to stronger trust and open communication, which are essential for effective teamwork. So empathy really acts as a glue that holds the team together and enhances collaboration.
Okay, so you say that that empathy works. Empathy is a component of emotional intelligence, and it works in collaboration or collaborating teams, and that improves productivity in a team, and that improves motivation in a team. Is it like that?
Exactly, you got it. Empathy really does tie all those elements together. It's a key part of emotional intelligence, and when a team is empathetic, they communicate better, collaborate more effectively, and feel more motivated. All of that naturally leads to high productivity and a more positive work environment. So it's definitely a win-win for everyone.
Do you think that a leader can actively work on improving their empathy skills, their team empathy, their team members between them, that empathy thing? Uh, do you think that a leader can do that?
Absolutely, a leader can definitely cultivate empathy both in themselves and within their team. They can do this by modeling empathetic behavior, actively listening, showing genuine concern for their team members' well-being, and encouraging open and honest communication. They can also foster an environment of trust and respect, and provide training or activities that promote empathy among team members. Over time, these efforts can really strengthen the team's overall empathy and cohesiveness.
Do you think empathy is a natural trait, or can it be learned and developed?
I think it's a bit of both. Some people might naturally be more empathetic, but empathy is definitely a skill that can be cultivated and enhanced with practice through active listening, putting oneself in the shoes, and being open to different perspectives. Anyone can improve their empathy skills. So it's definitely something that can be learned and developed over time.
Are there any AI tools to improve empathy skill?
Yes, there are actually some interesting AI tools designed to help with empathy training. For instance, there are virtual reality platforms that simulate different social situations, allowing users to experience things from another person's perspective. There are also AI-driven feedback tools that analyze communication patterns and suggest ways to be more empathetic in interactions. So these tools can be really helpful in honing these skills.
Can you please repeat the names?
Sure, some of the tools include virtual reality platforms like those offered by companies such as Empathy VR, which create immersive experiences, and there are AI-based communication tools like those from companies that provide feedback on your tone and language, helping you adjust to be more empathetic. If you're interested in any specific names or products, I can definitely look one up for you.
Okay, what advice would you give to young managers or professionals to become more empathetic?
I'd say start with active listening. Really focus on understanding the perspectives and feelings of others without interrupting or judging. Also, be curious and ask open ended questions and to really get to know your team members on a deeper level. Practice empathy by putting yourself in their shoes and show genuine appreciation and support. Over time, these small habits can really build stronger, more empathetic relationships and make you a more effective leader.
Can you suggest a simple daily habit to strengthen empathy?
One simple daily habit is to set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on a conversation you had and think about the other person's perspective and feelings. You can even jot down a few notes about what they might be experiencing. This simple practice helps you become more aware and more attuned to the emotions of others, and over time, really strengthens your empathy.
Okay, can you give us any uh, advice or a lesson that uh, empathy about empathy that you would like to share with our audience?
Absolutely. One important lesson about empathy is that it's about truly seeing and valuing the other person's perspective, even if it's different from your own. It's not just about understanding their feelings, but also showing compassion and kindness. Remember that small acts of empathy can have a huge impact on relationships and teamwork. So always approach others with an open heart and mind, and you'll find that empathy becomes a natural and powerful part of your interactions.
Okay, thank you very much, ChatGPT, for your useful insights. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome. I'm really glad you found the insights helpful. If you ever need anything else, just let me know. Have a great day.
A big thanks to ChatGPT for helping us explore these important ideas, and an even bigger thanks to you, our listeners, for being curious, thoughtful, and open to learning. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and let me know what topic you want us to explore in the next episode of Eco Talks. Until then, set clear goals, take small steps, and stay consistent. Your future self will definitely thank you. Take care, and Allah Hafiz.